This video is for iluvmy2bunnies, Cathy. Um, she had asked me a few questions about what I had to do to get ready for surgery, and I just wanted to make a video because it was easier than typing it all out, and maybe it could answer a few questions for somebody else, I guess. And keep in mind, this is just my experience. Yours may be different. It may be less things to do or more, depending on what your doctor requires. Um, I had started out with another surgeon, going to have surgery on February the 26th, yeah, 2007. And I was a week before surgery and it fell through. Okay, blah blah blah. Anyway, for that surgeon, I had to do the the cardiac clearance, and that was difficult for me. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or anything like that because it was. I mean, it may not be difficult for anybody else, but it was for me. Um, I had to do the Doppler leg vein study. That wasn't bad, just to check your circulation and to see if you have any clots or whatever. Then I had to do. They did like just one of the first appointments. They did like an EKG and just a general workup, blood work, things like that. And then I had to have the stress test, but they did the chemical stress test on me, which was rough for me. I don't know about the other one where you run on the treadmill or whatever. That one may be better, but at my size, they did the chemical one. And basically, you're laying there. They have the blood pressure cuff on, and have somebody doing the ultrasound of your heart, in two places, and they take your blood pressure both every few minutes or whatever it is. I don't know, ever so often. And basically, they inject you with, it's like adrenaline, and it speeds up your heart rate and everything. I'd never experienced anything like that before. So basically, it simulates your heart. It like you were running on the treadmill, how your heart speeds up and your breathing speeds up. It kind of made me feel sick to my stomach because, excuse me, it wasn't. I didn't throw up or anything, but it just made me feel sick. Like, you've seen people run too hard or something and they kind of get sick or whatever. But it was not a pleasant experience. And I mean, I know it was needed, and it did not last that long at all. But um, I was breathing real heavy, and then like I said, I got a little sick to my stomach. And then they kind of they monitor what the stress does to your heart and how your heart takes it. That way they'll know if you'll be ready to be put to sleep and through all the surgery and everything. So it's needed. It doesn't last that long, and it was tough. It's not a pleasant thing for me, or wasn't for me. And but they said some people do fine with it. They said some people were basically almost sleeping through it, but that wasn't me. Um, and then they bring you down. They put something else. I don't know what it is to flush that out, I guess, or to balance it out, and then your heart rate comes back down. But yeah, I wouldn't want to do that again. But it was needed. It was I guess it was bad because I was just laying there and I didn't have anywhere for that energy to go. Like if you were on the treadmill or whatever, I guess you wouldn't notice it as much. I don't know, but anyway, then I had to do a psych evaluation for them and my surgeon now. Um, the psych evaluation I had for the first surgeon, I had to do a a psych test, a bubble in test, and then I had to talk with the psychologist. And then for this surgeon, I just had to talk with the psychologist, I think he is. Anyway, they asked me questions and stuff. It wasn't bad at all, and I passed, so anybody can. Um, then let's see. For the first surgeon, I was supposed to go and have the EGD endoscopy, whatever, but I was there going to do that when I found out that I had to pay like $16,000, and so I didn't go through that. So I've never had that. I don't know what that is. I mean, I don't know how that is. Well, then let's see, for this surgeon, I had to go back to the same cardiologist, and they just did like an EKG and blood work, and they didn't do the stress test again, but they just made sure everything was still, right on track. And then, like I said, I saw the psych doctor or psychologist, whichever one, I can't remember. And then I had to, when I was at the first appointment, they did a ultrasound of my liver and of my gallbladder. And that wasn't bad at all. Found out I had gallstones, and they took my gallbladder out during the surgery. Then I had to do a H. pylori test to see if you have that bacteria in your stomach. And I didn't have it, but you just kind of blow in this thing and then drink this stuff, and it wasn't bad. I don't know if all surgeons require that, but mine did. He did not require the endoscopy, so I didn't do that. Let's see what else. Well, you had asked about the psych eval. The first time, it was a little longer because the test is long. It's just a bubbling test. You take it like, by yourself or whatever. And you just answer those questions. And then the actual meeting I had with the psychologist wasn't bad at all. I mean, he was really nice, and he just went over the test and the findings. And we just talked about the surgery, and he asked me a few questions, but it wasn't anything bad. And then the second time, I didn't have to take the test, but I just talked with psychologist, and he just was asking me questions, just making sure that I was ready for this, which I wasn't ready, and I don't know how anybody is actually really ready, because you really don't know how it's going to be till afterwards, and that's just my opinion. But so let's see, what else. I guess that's it. Oh, well, your pre-op testing is when you go a week before, and they do like more blood work, an EKG, chest X-ray. What else was it? You have to do a urine sample, just stuff like that. I think that's general for any surgery. So that kind of made me feel good, like they were right before it checking some things. And but it's not bad. It's not bad. It's tedious. Going through all of it. Oh, wait, I had to go to the pulmonologist too. I forgot about that. I had to go to that for this surgeon. They required me to go because of a possible sleep apnea. And that was fine. I had to do these breathing tests and stuff. It just it took a while, but nothing painful or anything like that. And then you may have to do a sleep study. I don't know. I went for one, and I was not able to go to sleep, and then they just told me that I could go back after my surgery if it doesn't get better. But that's what I had to do, and yours may be different, but it's not bad. Just hang in there. It'll get on your nerves having to do this and that, but know that it's necessary, and it will make your surgery safer, and they'll know what's going to be safest for you. So I hope this answered some of your questions, and I wish you the best of luck with your process. And if you have any more questions, just let me know. I'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.